I wonder if I'm the only one here that thinks this, but I'm going to try and make this brief and concise. I hate the substitution jutsu. Not all of them, but the generic ones where they just turn into a piece of wood really began to be annoying, especially in part 1 of the series. Every time someone was having some form of epic battle and we thought someone was going to be mortally wounded, we'd just sit there and think, damn, how they're going to continue in the battle. All you'd hear is and the consistent random log of wood would appear, which to me makes this jutsu seem very overpowered because it began to take away a lot of the stakes when it came to the fights. I think when it was first introduced, it was actually quite unique and quite cool, but as the series went on, it just became typical as it got to the point that every single time one of the main cast, typically Kakashi, was going to get badly wounded or get hurt before any jutsu or move made contact, in my mind, I already assumed it was going to be a substitution. Like, I just knew.
Kakashi-sensei used the substitution jutsu.
Like, I just knew. Nah, they're not going to let them get hurt. It's going to be a substitution. And that sort of mindset really isn't that great. And I'm not even saying that all of substitution jutsus should be completely removed from the world of Naruto. But I do think there should be some restrictions on its use. Like, in world, yes, the jutsu is extremely useful. Like, if I was a character in Naruto, I would be spamming that move every single time I'm about to get hurt. However, as a viewer, it just becomes really boring and typical to watch. This is why I assume Kishimoto reduced its use a lot more in Shippuden. You get the occasional shadow clone, which I think's fine, but thankfully we don't constantly see these random logs of wood appearing. Because in Shippuden, you gotta think of how many epic battles where this jutsu technically would have come in handy. But just think, if the characters were spamming this jutsu during some of the bigger fights, it would be terrible. Just imagine during the Kakashi vs Kakuzu fight, when Kakashi seemed to finally gain the upper hand and hits Kakuzu with a Chidori. Now imagine if we heard that dreaded sound and poof, Kakuzu was fine in the corner. That would have been terrible. It would have completely ruined the pace and would have made all that effort we saw Kakashi do and all his smart, logical thinking just feel like a complete waste. But with all that being said, I am fine with the more specialized forms of the substitution jutsu, like Orochimaru turned into mud when Sasuke was about to crush his entire head.
Substitution!
Or when Killer Bee was using it mixed with a transformation jutsu to escape Taka when he switched with his tentacle. But I'm not 100% sure if this one counts. But yeah, those really are the only ones I really enjoyed in the series because they were more unique and not everyone could spam those ones. So that's why I feel like those get a pass.